Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm having a challenge with one of my browsers. If you can hear me, put hi in the comment section. Put hi in the comment section. Put hi in the comment section if you can hear me. Wonderful. Boss Malco, I can see you. Boss Ankara, Prince was the first person. Boss Evans, welcome, welcome. Welcome from Tema. Boss Lady Fulera from Belgium. Good to see you on the call. Please go back to your pages and let them know that we are about to begin right now. So remember to invite someone. Okay, invite someone, invite someone. Let's all come so that we start. Okay, state where you are joining us from. I can see Boss Eddie, Dr. Ajiman, Yebua, I can see you. Auntie Rose Samuatin, I can see you. Boss Lady Victoria, I can see you. Prof. Koe, I can see you. Good to see you all. Just write in the comment section what you are expecting this call to be. We'll be starting soon. Boss Lady Auntie Rose is joining us from La Paz in Ghana, Accra. So Dr. Hansen, I can see you. Dr. Hansen, I can see you too. It's good to have you all here. So I'll be starting exactly 5 minutes. So if someone is not here, make sure you let the person know that we are currently waiting to start. It's very important. What do you expect? What do you expect? Okay, my 5 minutes is up, so we are going to start. So we are looking at what? The long-term mindset in your projects, the journey of success. Oh, okay, but Stephen, I can see you. So why are we here? Why exactly are you here? I want you to put it in the comment section. Why are you here? Because at this time, some people are watching news, some are watching football, lot of things. People are watching all sorts of things. So why are you here? You in particular, why are you here? That you are nowhere anywhere else, but you are here to become better. Boss Lady Fulera says she wants to become better. That's why she's here. That's wonderful. Is she the only one to build you? She's saying that to build herself too. That's good. Why are you here? Auntie Rose said what? To acquire good knowledge. Wonderful. These are very good comments. Unfortunately, I may not be able to project that one because my one browser is blocking me out. So you may have to be reading as you watch. This is very important. I want another one. To learn. Boss Lady Victoria said to learn. Okay, okay, okay. Made you decide. Okay. So as I said, you would have to be reading from the comment section because I can't be projecting the comments you are making right now. So please, let's forget about that and go on to what we are here for. So I was asking what made you decide to do this venture, this project? What made you decide to do this? You know, usually, anytime they are presenting, what comes into our mind, it's like a flash goes through our mind. That is what made us make a decision to move forward. Has it ever happened to anyone? Just cast your mind back. When you heard about this, when they were talking about it, something flashed through your mind. What was it? It's a picture that has been given to you. It is something you would have to hold on to. It is a gift that was given to us. But most of us, usually, when that happens, we cast it off. After it comes like a flash. That is what makes us have courage that we want to move on. It's a picture that has been given to us. Usually, It's a vision that has been cast into your mind. And when you learn about vision, vision is something that tells you the end from the beginning. So if anyone has vision, usually it is something that has been given to them for free. It is not you. Vision chooses you. You don't choose vision. If you have a vision, it is not your property. It is something that has been given to you by God. It has been cast into your spirit so that as you go, you run towards the vision. You don't create your own vision. Vision chooses us as individual. Whatever you are doing, you are meant for a purpose on this earth. Believe that. If you're a spiritual, whether you're a spiritual person or not, every human being created, everything that has been created was created for a purpose. And that purpose needs to be fulfilled. And that is why we are here on earth. So whatever you are doing, make sure that that purpose is being followed. It is very, very important. Without that, we realize that we will go through life without realizing what we would have to. Vision chooses you. You are in a project. Is it only for today, or it is something that you are running towards? There is a long-term journey that we are running towards, and no one chooses that journey to fail, to drop out. If you decided to do this project, it is your project, it is not anybody's own. It is your personal statement to the world that you are giving value to the world. So, as much as possible, you would have to make sure that you succeed in it. Therefore, it is a journey of success. You are not in to fail. You've not been created to be a failure. This is very, very important. Without that, we will realize that there are a lot of things that will take us off. So now you are on this journey, and this journey can lead you to diverse destination. Diverse destination. It is very, very important you know that something can take you off. You are going somewhere, but the destination is supposed to be one. It is that picture that flashed through your mind that should be your destination. So if you don't get there, know that you haven't arrived at your specific destination that has been chosen for you. Anything can kick you off. Deciding now doesn't mean that you will get there. Every moment you make decision, every second you make decision until you get to that destination, your purpose has not been fulfilled. And before you can get there, it is a journey of growth. You would have to grow. When you are growing, it is difficult, it is painful. Every growth is accompanied by a level of pain because you are becoming something that is not like your previous state. Without growth, you will not see the evidence outside. Imagine you give birth to a baby. 5, 10 years, the baby is the same. How would you feel? To be able to fulfill your vision or get to your vision, what you have to know is that you would have to grow to get there. I keep asking people, yes, you started this project, but you are looking at the end result, but not the process you have to go through. Through the process, you would have to grow. It is the growth that can make you stable to be able to shoulder every responsibility that will come. Without growth, I can assure you, nothing will make sense. So it is very important we focus on our growth. It is the growth that will tell you whether you are going the right direction or not. We keep looking at the end result without looking at the process to go through to what? See the end result. You see the money this thing Prof posted on the page. How many of you posted it on your status and you had a lot of people, or even pages, and you had a lot of people talking to you today? Those who have ignored you, how many of you experienced that today? People want to see the money, but they don't want to go through the pain. This is against nature. It is against nature. You would have to give value. It is the value that brings in the income. As you give value to the world, then they decide to give you money. Whatever money you demand, they will give you. But most people don't want to give what? The value, but they want the result. That is what has happened, that a lot of people are doing all sorts of evil now because they want the end result, but they don't want the process. Growth will tell you whether you qualify to have that result. When they talk of contentment, it is not about mediocrity. This is what people confuse. Mediocrity is different from contentment. If someone tells you that it is the amount of what they have that gives them contentment, it is not. It's beyond that. Being humble doesn't mean you should be poor. Being humble doesn't mean you should be poor. As I said, vision is showing you the end from the beginning. Vision is supposed to carry you on when you face difficulties. God, who created the world when everything was, there was no form and shape. And when we talk of creation is created in the mind before it becomes physical. If you don't create in your mind, when you can't physical, you can't produce anything. When you started this project, what did you create in your mind? Whatever you created in your mind should be what that takes you. When difficulty comes, it is that picture in your mind that will take you through that difficulty. Because after difficulty, it will come. Life is difficult. Just tell me who has never experienced difficulty in life. Just tell me. Every stage of our lives, there is a form of difficulty you must face. Someone's income of 30 days. Do you know what the person had to do to get that income? But that is what people are wishing for. He created it in his mind before getting there. Prof. KOA success. Do you know what he does to get there? He created it in his mind before getting there. So even when people say bad things, people insult, negative thing, he looks at that picture and goes back to work. When he gets to a level in his dream, he says, you are not there yet. Get back to work. Well done, but there's more work to do. You, what vision or picture do you have in your mind when your friends say negative things to you? What picture do you have in your mind to keep going? When they call you, you are a scammer. Imagine that. You are a fraud just because they don't understand what you are doing. What takes you back to your drawing board to keep moving? This is so important. We are talking about long term. Long term. And every long term, you need strategies to move forward. You need strategies to move forward. Without that, you realize that you get to a point and you can't move forward. And to get there, you would have to first cultivate the habits of what? Desiring something. In Mark 11:24, the Bible tells us that what? We should desire and pray. When we believe, our desire will lead us to what? The prayer that we would give out. If you don't desire, the belief will not come. It was Jesus's word too. He said what? What things you desire. When you believe, that is when you receive it. Without the desire, the belief will not even come. So what are you desiring? Our religious society or groups, they've put in us that when you are spiritual, you shouldn't have abundance, but that's not it. You should have abundance. We serve a God of abundance. Without abundance, poverty is a sin. It's in the Bible. Poverty is sin. So if you are poor, in need, people will question God, the God you serve. So when you have abundance, that is when people around you will see that you serve a God of abundance. To be able to create a long-term thing, how would you go around it? You need to understand what comes on the road of success. You need three vital things. There are three important things you need on this journey. Unfortunately, I don't know how it happened. When I uploaded my slide, everything went haywire on the StreamYard. You need three important things. What? That is what? Marketing. It's a business you are running. This is not a social group. I keep telling people, this is a serious business. This is one of the industries that have made more millionaires than any other industry. People of no repute, no family background, they have become millionaires in this industry. If you don't know about it, please go and learn about it, and don't let people put rubbish on it for you, and you also start believing in it. It's a long-term business that you would have to build, and in doing that, there are some basic things you need to do as a professional. If you don't have that, you'll be running your business like what? An amateur. To be a professional, there are three important. If you do these three things, You can go to any level. The first one is marketing. In your business, you need to market. When they talk about marketing, people make it so complex. They talk about branding, and it's paralyzes them to take action. When we talk about marketing, we are talking about what? Saying the same thing over and over again. They said what? Truth and time brings trust. Something that you keep talking about continuously. Eventually, those who are not even paying attention, they keep asking, is this what Quran are you talking about? Have you ever experienced that? I have experienced that many times. The only thing you will not have faith in that what it is something that you are not sure of, so you do it for a short time, then you leave it. But something you are sure of, you bank your credibility, everything on, eventually it draws attention. People start noticing it and paying attention that if there's nothing in this thing, you wouldn't have been wasting so much time on it. Time and consistency will definitely bring trust. If you want to generate trust in people, keep saying what you do. So in our marketing, what we do is that we generate leads. We generate leads. Leads doesn't mean that what you've gotten someone who is in. No. What we do is we generate leads. So consistently, you'll be generating lead. We are in an industry that we what educate people. We don't convince anybody. If someone told you that this is a convincing, we don't do that. It never happens. What we do is that we educate people. So when you generate leads, what you keep doing now, you keep educating them until they feel they are educated enough. We don't manipulate anybody. No, we just what? Educate people when they are educated enough, because this is something that is strange to many people. They don't know that this is also an avenue to generate wealth. In this industry, it is wealth that is generated. Wealth is not only about money. Wealth is beyond money. It's beyond riches. You can be rich but not wealthy. So that is what you acquired in the money on dubious means. They are two different things. Wealth includes what? Your own integrity. It includes your person, all the things you cherish. That is wealth. And it is a God concept. It's not a man's concept. So we generate leads, then keep educating them. Then what you do next is that what system, have a system. So as you generate leads, what you do is that you introduce them to a system. And in this industry, every company has its own system. In God Backup, we have our system. A system has been created. So what you do is that you should be able to introduce the people into that system. And when you do that, the system is what you should be selling out. Because what? I'm a nurse. I know the type of income I earn. And even if I do it all my life, this nursing will not make me wealthy. I know. Any professional nurse you've seen that is having like wealth, it is not the salary they took that did that. They have other things that they do that they are adding to their. There's no professional who can tell you that from their salary, unless those ones that do projects, and even that one is not their salary. When you are doing project, that one is not, is the knowledge you are transferring into something. It is different. But when we are talking about the salary, that is not what makes anybody wealthy. So if you are able to get a system that can make as much as you want through the work you put in, that is the system you should edify. You should promote that system. It is very, very important. Without promoting that system, then you'll be promoting what is not good. And eventually, people get in, everybody keep doing what they, it's like it's not the same song that is being sung, and it makes it so haphazard. So if you are here, ask for the systems that I use and copy and paste as Prof has put in the comments. There is a copy and paste system. When you decide to go and do what you want or you like, and it doesn't give you the results, that is the problem. We have a system here that you can decide to follow, and eventually, as you follow, the results will be shown. Then the third thing you need to focus on in building a long-term business that will be successful is, what is your leadership development? This is an industry that is not selfish. Selfish people can't do well here. If you are selfish, please, it's better you quit right now. You have to be given enough. You have to be someone who is willing to give. I tell people, this is the profession that agrees with concepts of God more than my job. Yes, my job fulfills some parts, but if you are talking about totality, in totality, things that we do here, my job, I can't do it in it. This is a profession that you live with people for a very long time. Anybody you partner in your business is like a marriage you are entering. Throughout your life, you may see them at a point unless they decide to cut that tie from you. It's not only about money. If you think it's about money, please remove that. So you would have to be someone who can develop people. Leadership development is not an easy peasy thing. It is difficult. It is very, very difficult. But there are questions that you should be asking yourself when it comes to what? Leadership development. Fraser Burke calls it what? The 4 T's for leadership development. So the question you should ask is, are you transforming yourself? How you were yesterday, today, are you the same? Every day there should be a little change in our lives as people. First, you need to lead yourself before you can lead others. If you can't lead yourself, you can't lead others. This is so important. So are you transforming yourself daily, weekly, monthly? You decide. How do you want to measure your transformation? You set those goals. So ask yourself, are you transforming yourself? Secondly, are you helping people? Whatever you are doing, are you helping people? If you know you are taking advantage of people, stop it. This is supposed to help people. So are you helping people? Then second, thirdly, are you doing the basics? Do you trust yourself to do the basics? As I said, this is not an investment group. It is a business. So if you don't do the basics, how do you want others to do it? The result will come. The result will come. But all you need to do is keep doing the activities. Measure your activities. Give target to your results. Measure your activities. Give targets to your results. So if your activities are not giving the result you want, that is what you would have to increase. Because eventually, if you know the statistics of your business, you know when you do A, B, C, D, this is the result that comes out. So it is that activity that you would have to increase to be able to give more results. So do you trust yourself to do the basics? Then the third one, yes, the first three is easy. The third one, that is the fourth one, that is the most difficult aspect. Do you trust your team to do what it needs to be done? You know, in our team, Prof Koh who just, I remember the first time I presented, he just said, we're just going on here. He said, Epi, take up the this thing, do the presentation. He will give you an activity and you would have to do it. He will keep telling us, he will call me, Epiphania, Dorothy, you people need to choose a day and be doing training. He knows we can do it. So he keep giving us activities to do. He keep pushing us to do it. If you start a team, do you trust them to do that? You would have to be assigning people. And it is only that we are building a business, it gets to a stage that what we would have to help others, lead others. And it comes from trusting them to be able to do that. If you can hear me, please put hi in the comment section. I don't know whether I've been cut off or what. Can you put hi in the comment section? Oh, great. I thought I was alone. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Good, I can see you, Boss Lady Victoria, Boss James, Boss Lady Agatha, Boss Lady Fulera. Thank you for not making me feel that I'm here. Boss Mother Trisu, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, wonderful. I can see you all. God bless you. God bless you. So it is very important. These are the three things that you need to, anytime you're having challenge, if you work on these three things, it will move your business forward. There are three important things that will take us through this process. If you don't establish this, when we are talking about long term, it will be difficult. Long term requires what? Commitment to these things. So if you have this as your cornerstone and keep checking on it, you realize that you will keep moving forward. StreamYard has spoiled my slides. Seriously. StreamYard has spoiled my slides seriously. But we move on. So as you are thinking of your long term, it's important, this vision thing is very important. People give out on up on their beliefs or whatever they are doing because they don't have a clear picture of the vision that they have. In Habakkuk 2:2, the Bible said what? We should write, we should write our vision. And the vision, when you study that verse, it didn't say the vision is for you. God has given you the vision, but the only way others will relate with your vision and build anything with you is when you write. And the writing is for others who will read to run with. So you found a system that works, that builds people up, that makes people better. In this community that we are in, every day there is knowledge. There are things we are learning no school can teach. And if you pay attention to the knowledge that is being vomited every day, every part of your life will become better. We gathered because we think that we were going to build a business, but we've come to something that is even much better. If you are here and your mindset hasn't changed from the day you joined this community, put one in the comment section. It's like you are still the same. Put one in the comment section. If when you join this community, something hasn't changed about your mind, how you look at life hasn't changed in any way, put one in the comment section. I'm praying no one puts it, because if that is the case, it's a big problem. Hey, boss lady Agatha, maybe you didn't hear my question. You didn't hear my question well. Haven't something changed in your mind? Hey, people are putting it there. Are you telling me that nothing changed? I'm asking in the negative. Not, you are still the same. Nothing has changed. Is that what you are saying? Okay. So you didn't get my question well. I asked it in the negative. So your vision is supposed to be written. Lot of people get into this business, like they get into this community and they imagine immediately the picture came, they didn't write it down. So when they talk to one, two people and they say no, then it vanishes in their mind. You are supposed to write it down. When you write it, it's a big goal. Then now it is broken down. You break it down. And as you break it down, you give yourself timing. In 2 years, in 3 years, what do you want to see? That is what makes it visible. And you can actually get to people who fall in that vision because you've written it. Me, I keep telling people, when I'm talking to people, I tell them in the next 5 years, whatever I'm planning, it is not now. In the next 5 years, this is what I'm expecting. And if you keep doing that, people will find their way in your vision. The writing of the vision is for others to come and read, then run with. Yes, you are going through challenge in this, but you are learning from it. And the lessons you are learning, you are supposed to pass it on to others so that they don't go through that difficulty that you are going through right now. That is what we are supposed to be doing. I want you to watch this because it's YouTube. YouTube will be interacting with this. It's about 5 minutes video. In between, I'll come and talk about it. I just hope I'll be able. Ouch. Wow. Unfortunately, StreamYard.
My mom would be at all my sporting events. Let's say I was playing football, okay? My mother would be on the sidelines, and if the play on the field started going one way, my mother would run along like, Mark, get up, get up! I'd be like, oh my gosh. I'd get in the huddle with the other guys. They go, Mark, is that your mother? I go, no, I never saw her before in my life. The greatest gift my mother ever gave me. She believed in me. I have overdosed on drugs on 3 occasions where I should have been dead.
Please, can you hear
I
the
was kept here for a
video?
reason.
I'm
You
playing
show
it
me
on
your friends,
StreamYard.
I will
Didn't
show
bring
you
the
your
video.
future. How do I know this? I hung out.
I'll try and load the video on the page for us to read. Yes, I inserted it to power this thing. I thought I'm having a challenge with my Google browser. It's blocking me out. I can't actually use StreamYard on it. My video doesn't come. So I had to load it here and it's not playing. Please just listen to it, the audio, as much as possible. Just listen to, I want you to listen to it. Pay rapt attention.
My mom would be at all my sporting events. Let's say I was playing football, okay? My mother would be on the sidelines, and if the play on the field started going one way, my mother would run along like, Mark, get up, get up! I'd be like, oh my gosh. I'd get in the huddle with the other guys. They go, Mark, is that your mother? I go, no, I never saw her before in my life. The greatest gift my mother ever gave me. She believed in me. I have overdosed on drugs on 3 occasions where I should have been dead. But I believe I was kept here for a reason. You show me your friends, I will show you your future. How do I know this? I hung out with losers, and I became the biggest loser of them all because I gave up everything I dreamt about as a little boy because of who I chose to surround myself with. My friends would drive me home at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. We'd be drunk and high, laughing in the car. We'd pull up in front of my house in New York. They go, Mark, the light's on. I go, oh man, my mother's up. See, my mom wouldn't go to bed until she knew her son was still alive. I'd walk in, she'd say, hi, Mark, how was your night? I go, it's good, Mom, I'm just gonna go to bed. She goes, can I talk to you for a minute? I go, Mom, I'm tired, I'm just gonna go to bed. She goes, Mark, I haven't seen you all day and all night. Can I please talk to you? I said, man, just leave me alone. You bug me. I'd slam my bedroom door. I'm the one person who believed in me. I was on a worldwide tour when we were wrestling overseas in Japan. After my wrestling match, I went upstairs to my hotel room and I fell asleep. There was a knock at my door at 3 o'clock in the morning. I got out of bed, I looked through the safety window and I could see it was a Japanese promoter. So I opened the door and he said, Mark, you need to call home. There's been an emergency. I went and got on the hotel room phone. I called back to the United States. I said, hey, what's going on? I said, Mark, I don't know how to tell you this. I said, just tell me what happened. Now somebody started crying. They go, Mark, I can't tell you. I said, just say it. I said, Mark, your mother died. I just threw the phone down. I ran out of my hotel room. I took the elevator to the lobby. When the doors opened up, I just ran out into the street. I mean, there was no cars, there was no people. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. And I walked down the middle of the street in Hiroshima, Japan. And I remember looking up and just saying, Mom, I am so sorry. I flew home for her funeral. And I was so nervous to walk up to her casket, so I just stood way in the back. And I kept looking from a distance. I kept thinking to myself, Mom, please wake up. Please get up. And then I finally got the nerve to walk up to her. And as I got closer, I could see my mom for the first time. I mean, she was so beautiful. She was dressed in white. I mean, she looked like an angel. And I just stood over and I said, Mom, you are my hero. Everything I am, everything I hope to be was because of you. You loved me so much, you gave me a life. You're the only one that ever believed in me. How did it repair? By getting drunk, by getting high, by getting stupid, by hanging out with losers. For what? All she ever wanted to do was talk to me. I wish I could talk to you now, Mom. I wish you could see what I'm doing. Why couldn't I have been a better son? We are defined by our choices. But if you surround yourself with people involved in drugs and alcohol and pills, it's a dead end. I'm not here to preach to you. I'm here to tell you I lived that life. It leads to broken hearts, broken relationships, broken dreams, and death. For what? To get high? If you have a mother or a father, when you go home, tell them how much you love them. See, my whole life was about being rich and famous. I had to be a millionaire. I had to win the race. I had to win the race at the expense of my marriage, my family.
Okay, what I wanted you to listen, I'll put the video on the page. Lot of us, we don't have people that we can say that they are supporting us, but you can be your own motivator. This is what I want you to get. It is not when we lose that dream that we would have to start acting. You may be alone in this, but you can pat yourself. I'm sure you've watched that motivational video. A small girl pushed someone through, they were playing. Then she put her hand behind herself and pushed herself. You may be alone in this project, but you can be your own motivator. Don't now allow that dream to die. That vision you saw yourself in, don't allow it to die at the end. It is very important that you go back and pick it up, because this is a long journey you are on and it is not ending right now. This man, it was when the mother died that he realized that she was the only one who was supporting him. She was always there. One person he can always count on, but left him. That realization shouldn't happen when our dreams die. Difficulties will come. As I said, this is a long journey. It's a journey that we are on. He said what? Winners can go through hell, lose everything, hit rock bottom, and then say to themselves that what? I will figure it out. That is a mentality we would have to carry on. You can start this journey in the third, fourth year, everyone will leave you. Tell yourself what? You will figure it out, because it is a vision that has been given to you. Until you see that vision, never give up on what you are doing. It's so important. As you go through this, know that what? You would have to learn what resilience is. Very important. Let your vision always drive you. Be patient enough, but urgent. It's a journey that you would have to be patient, but urgent in it. Don't be patient and relaxed. No, that will not take you anywhere. Be patient, know that it's a long journey, but act as if it should happen now. That is what will move you forward. And as you grow, you would have to adapt. The more you grow in the business, you realize that you would have more responsibility. Don't say when you started you were not doing something, so you keep doing that. You will not grow and develop. These are essential characteristics we should always make sure we carry ourselves with. Then you should also just gauge yourself as you go through the process. What you should know is that first, is your foundation strong enough? Ask yourself. You started this, it's not 1 year, and you are looking for money. You are supposed to learn the process. You learn the process. There are basics in this industry. Prof has sat down, written a whole document for us and keep posting it every day. People won't read. And the same thing he has written there, they will go and say they are not seeing results. But you haven't even read the thing. This is a whole document that can take you through to whatever level. But we've refused. We don't want to do the basics, but we want to see the results. Is that not fraud? Yeah. Is it not fraud? You haven't put in the work, but you want the result. That is against nature. It's against God's principle. Until you put in the effort, the result will never come. It is not magic. Excuse me. Then the second one is, what strategies are you looking at? The strategies have been given to us. People have been successful with it. Which ones are you following? If you do it and you don't get the results, then you can complain. But we are not even looking for the strategies, and we do what we want and expect a specific result. Sorry. Then you would have to create the culture of resilience around you. You don't just give up on things. Fall down, get yourself up. Fall down, get yourself, and keep moving. As you do that, people around you start catching in that small difficulty, then you go. I went to the gym today, and the guy, the one of the trainers, was saying that what people want to exercise, they will call him, but when he gives them thing, they will be complaining that pain. You can't say that you want to go to the gym and build muscles without getting the pain through the. It is a painful process. If you see people having 6 packs, 8 packs, and the rest, they went through pain and kept building themselves. It is only resilience that can get us there. It is very important. And when you do that, celebrate people, celebrate others. It is not only us that should be celebrated. We are over 800 on that page. People will have success, less than 50 people will celebrate. And we expect that what? We should be celebrated. That is fraud. It is scam. If you don't celebrate us, it is nature. It's the giver that God gives. Let people feel you celebrated them. Then your celebration too will come. And you should be innovative. It's not one way. We post things on the videos. You can add your own because you have your own self. You can add your own words. You see people's status, they just post videos, document without writing the. There's no innovation. It can be the same thing, but do it to agree with you as a, because you have principles. You have principles. So let the principles show in what you do. That is innovation. It's the same thing we are doing, but yours can be in a different direction. And if you keep doing that, you realize that the results will keep changing and improving. Then there are some benefits you should know from this. In this industry, you are building a network around. So what surprises me is people saying that what they don't like this thing, be recruitment and all those things. If you people, I hate that saying that people say whom you know. You can develop your own way of knowing people. It starts from the mother that gave birth to you. You grew to know her as your mother. There's no one you have relationship in this world that came automatically. It went through a process. So if you want a large network, you would have to start consciously to do that. Be given enough. People will be drawn towards you. It is so easy to develop a network. It starts by what? Getting to know people. You know, there are people you walk by to work, you've seen them. Yes, you are strangers. Then one day you start greeting each other. A time will come, then you start talking for 5 minutes. Before you realize, you are talking for 1 hour. In this industry, there are some hidden secrets, benefits you don't know about. The first one is that you create a network of people. Right now, when I'm in challenge, I'm having this, all I need to do is pick a phone call because it's a network I've built over time. When people are in difficulty, they call me. Within 5 minutes, I connect them to people. Why? It's because I've built that network. That is what you are building. The whom you know, you too, you can know somebody. It averagely, they said you are six levels away from the strangest person in the world. So it means that if you cross that sixth level, you can know what? Donald Trump. Some of us, we are closer than that because we built the network enough. We know someone who know maybe 3 steps we will get to him. What have you started now? That is what you are building right now. It is your network that gives your net wealth. So start building out. Then your history of consistency, resilience, trustworthiness open doors away from you. There have been projects that have been given to me just because people say, oh, they've seen me consistent enough. I've gotten that. Then I said, oh, this is not my calling, so I'm not going there. That should happen to you. When projects come, you should be the first person people will think about. That is some of the hidden benefits in this thing that you are thinking are just playing around. Whatever you are doing, people are looking at it. Are you someone who is motivational enough? People don't like negativity. So if you are negative, people won't come to you. Even when things are going bad, you tell people that it is possible. Yes, you can move forward. That is what people want to hear. Not when it's going by, oh, this thing they is spoiled to. No, that's not what people want. And it attracts people. When you keep doing that, people will keep coming to you. The world is looking at us. People around us are looking at us. And you are a doctor, you are a lawyer, you are um, a mechanic, you are a teacher. When you go out, your children don't see what you are doing. They just know that you're a lawyer. They don't know what goes into it. This business, you build it around your children. You are building in them a character you are not aware of. That is another hidden benefit. You are building wealth in the presence of your children. Where you started, they won't start that. You are putting into them characteristics that the world will see and see value in them. If only you are building around them. You see the rich in America, the millionaires, some of them started on their own, and their children will not start where they started because they've experienced the process that their parents went through. So they will start from that stage. I'm going to display some books to you. And the last one is the most vital one. If you want to build wealth, get that book for your family. Let everybody read. It is so important. So these are the four books I want to leave. Prof wrote it earlier as if it was in my spirit. He wrote some of it earlier. The first one I want you to get is Atomic Habits. No matter how bad your habits are, if you read this book and start applying it, it will change everything about you. Everything you want to accomplish in this life. Read this book and apply the principles. You will realize that there are a lot of things that you can change with the principles that has been outlined in it. The second one I want you to read is Alchemist. I saw Prof writing it in the comments. This book, I saw it when I was young. I thought it was just something, so I never read. A few years ago, our mentor introduced it, and I read. I cried actually. I said, if I had read this book in the beginning of the time I saw it, a lot of things would have changed in my life. It teaches so many lessons, especially when you are on a quest to accomplish something. Buy it and read it. Then the next one is the Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. If you want to be successful, read this. If you want to be effective, read this book. It will help you in many ways. Then the last one, The Jewish Phenomenon. This is a research book that teaches how to create wealth in families. The reason why the Jewish are the greatest, they are small in number, but they occupy the greatest wealth. When you get to US, most of the inventors come from, they have a root from the Jewish community. Learn the principles they live with, and it will change your life and the life of the generations after you if you apply it. It's very important. If you want to be doing well in this community, you would have to be what? A learning person. Everything in this world can be learned. Those who don't learn, give up easily. You have to be constantly learning, and that will open doors unto you. At this juncture, I think we've gone beyond the time I set. I would like to thank you all. Unfortunately, let me try and see if I can display some of the comments. Okay, so I'm back. If I open, I muted intentionally. So I was just showing the comments for you to read because it will give feedback. That is why I muted myself. I just wanted you to read the comments. This browser can't display the comments. That's why. So thank you all for being around. Thank you for listening to this time. I will try and load the slides next time or on the page. And I can, yes, I intentionally muted myself. I was talking, but I was just talking about the comments that I was displaying on the screen. Thank you, thank you. It's because of the feedback. It's the same device, so I can't use it on different browsers. So thank you for listening. And as I said, I'll post the video again so that you watch. I actually teared when I watched that video. So you can watch it and it can speak to you if you want to, or go and watch on YouTube. Thank you so much for being around. God bless you, and let's meet on Thursday for another training. Tomorrow, Prof is doing another presentation at 12 o'clock. Invite people, invite people. That is why we are here. Remember the marketing. You need to market your business to be able to have a sustainable business and what? A long-term business. Our business is fed by human beings and every day they are giving birth, so you can't lack human beings if the people around you are not deciding to go with you. Social media is there. You get people who are actually looking for this opportunity. Thank you. God bless you and have a wonderful night.